Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome to SBC. I'm your host, Higuson, and on this video, I'm going to share with you guys the current situation with Christopher Ayres, also better known as the voice of Frieza. You know, I'm sitting here thinking about it, and man, like, all too often do we get caught up in the moments of our favorite shows and forget that these actors we're watching on screen, or the voices of which, you know, we're listening to, that create emotion, that help bring the show to life, are those of real people who have everyday lives like you and I, which also means they have their own share of struggles and life events that they have to deal with just like the rest of us. I mean, a lot of people don't even take the time to even learn about these people that are integral parts of the shows we watch, and even characters that we may identify with. Let's get to it. Recent reports have come to light about Christopher Ayres and his health. Christopher C.O.P.D, who's also the voice of Vegeta and many other characters, tweeted a post which has a link to a website called youcaring.com, which is a very well-known fundraising site. If you click the link, it will immediately take you to Chris's fundraising page, elaborating further on Chris's Ayres story, and it reads as follows. Earlier this year, actor-director Christopher Ayres was rushed to a Houston hospital with complicated respiratory difficulties. A team of pulmonary doctors diagnosed Chris with end-stage C.O.P.D, an irreversible illness that would require a double lung transplant in order for him to survive. He would spend the next 3 months in and out of hospitals and intensive care units for testing, therapy, and rehabilitation. In preparation for a transplant, he learned that he would also need 2 additional surgeries, which is double bypass and oral maxillofacial. I can't even pronounce it. Before he can move forward with the transplant. Chris is dependent on continuous flow oxygen during the day and a BiPAP breathing machine to reduce carbon levels in his lungs at night. Due to hospitalization and rehabilitation, Chris has not been able to work since March. In spite of being insured, the deductibles and non-covered expenses have been continuous and are exhausting his family's resources. While it's hard to determine exactly how much assistance will be needed at this stage of the process, these costs have become a concern. Chris has been a longtime friend to both the anime and convention community, known for roles such as Frieza in Dragon Ball Z in recent years, and has directed several well-loved anime titles, including the Nerima Daikon Brothers, Beyond the Boundary, Another Bodacious Space Pirates. Since he has always been a strong supporter of Anime Detour and one of the first to grab the mic at his charity auctions, we would like to begin what will be the first of probably many fundraisers across various platforms to help him with these expenses. We would appreciate any help you can give us as we try to help someone who has given so much to our community. Thank you. And so that's where the story ends there as far as what was written for, you know, the current situation. Now, the reason why it's so important that, you know, everybody donates as much as possible, you know, even if it's not a lot, you know, $5, every little bit helps. I've sat down and took the time to like quickly Google, you know, how much something such as a lung transplant, or even in this case, a double lung transplant would cost. I'm gonna just read something quickly to you. The typical cost of a transplant is $500,000 to $800,000, depending on whether the procedure involves one or both lungs. A 2011 report on the cost of organ and tissue transplants in the United States by the actuarial and consulting firm Milliman found the total cost of a single lung transplant to be $561,200, which includes $10,300 for a month's worth of care leading up to the transplant, $73,100 for the procurement of the organ, $302,900 for the hospital transplant admission, $33,500 for the surgeon, and $23,700 for immunosuppressants and other prescription drugs. The report estimates the total cost for a double transplant to be $797,300. That's a lot of money, guys. You know, I'm no mathematician here, but it doesn't take a genius to, you know, add up all of these different surgeries, time that he's gonna be in there, different drugs, different medications, all this stuff that's gonna have to be put towards his situation. It's expensive. Now, I mean, he does have insurance, but insurance is only going to cover so much. And I mean, this is a ton. For you guys to really best understand, this fundraiser is the one of many. There's going to have to be several fundraisers to really help him and his family cover these expenses. And this is a really risky procedure. But, you know, we're not going to look at this in a negative light, and we're not going to dwell on it thinking of, you know, the worst that can come out of this. We're going to look at this in a very positive situation and say, hey, look, man, he's already breathing so far. He's doing what he needs to do to stay alive. Let's keep the ball rolling. Let's give this dude our energy. Let's donate. Let's do what we can to help him have a speedy recovery, help him go through the surgery and, you know, come out of it better than ever. Let's do what we can to help him. So guys, that's it. I've brought this to your attention. I've shared it. Now I want you guys to do the same. You know, share, donate for sure. Go to this link, comment, do what you need to do to spread awareness on the situation. Let's not dwell on the sadness of the situation. Let's not mope around and be upset and think that there's nothing we can do. I guarantee you, plenty of you go to the store, you'll buy a Gatorade and some snacks, some chips and what have you. Next thing you know, you spent $5 on some crap that you don't even remember. You can easily donate that. So let's get to it. Actions speak louder than words. I want everybody who can do something to absolutely do it. But as always, guys, I'm Hikerson, and I'll catch you on the next one. And this is to you, Chris Ayres. I want nothing but the best for you, and I want you to recover as soon as possible. You're gonna fly through your surgeries like it was nothing, man, because you're the strongest in the universe. You got this, dude. You got this.